Good night, everyone. Welcome again. Welcome to our Sports Frenzy podcast. Hope that you all have had a wonderful day. Hope that everything is good with all of you and everyone is having a wonderful night. So, yeah, tonight's show will be, well, for now, um, I'll be talking about the EPL along with the Champions League. I am on Shakes the ad bad man, no lie man. Big up our sponsors, man, as you can see in the ad. Let's Care Medical, Let's Care Optical. Just do the right stuff, man. Just reach out to them and get the stuff them seeing. Remember some new things coming through. So just look forward to that. So Fresh cut, big up yourself, Shakes, big up yourself, same way, bro. And as I mentioned, tonight we'll be talking about the EPL and also the Champions League because the Champions League draw took place the other day and I never got to talk about it. So I'll be talking about the Champions League along with the EPL. But where I'm going to start is with the EPL. And yesterday there were some interesting results, like quite a few. And let's just start off with the Crystal Palace Brentford game. So that game drew 1-1, and I mean, we predicted it on the show and we said that we expected a draw. Victoria's Secret was the order of the day, and so was it, right? And game ended 1-1. I mean, over the past couple of games, Brentford has gotten a plethora of chances and they have not taken them. And this time around, they're on the back foot because Crystal Palace took the lead through Wilfred Zaha. And as you can see, if we're being honest, Patrick Vieira has really improved this team. He has molded this team and has this team playing like him, like when normal plays. This is how they have been playing, and um, we thought that they would have been worse off losing Conor Gallagher since as he was on loan there, and then he went back home to Chelsea. But they went ahead and they got cheap the quarry, and he has been very good for them so far. So good going from them. And I mean, Zaha missed last game, started this one, and there he was scoring once again for them. And he's just a man transform under Patrick Vieira. But again, I think he's a man that, if you look at it, this is his level. This is a club that he should be at. And I'm not joined by Ryan. Welcome, bro.
Good, I'm here. And all of that. So
All
we're
right.
talking about Palace match.
Yeah, man. Palace, Brentford.
Mm. I agree with what you say about Zaha.
Yeah.
I don't think
And I'm saying
I
in regards to Brentford, no. Brentford, no. They create a lot of chances, but would you say that they're missing one key component of their team in terms of a creator? You know that last season they had Ericsson, they brought in Damsgaard, but if you, we have all seen Damsgaard, and we know that Damsgaard is more like a winger more so than anything else. So they brought in Damsgaard, they also brought in Keane Lewis Potter, but both these guys are wide players. So would you say that they're missing another creative outlet? Because yeah, they have created chances, but it's not as much as they were creating last season. Because remember that they had a dip. That Ericsson came in and Ericsson created a lot of chances for Tony. This season around, it has not really been the case, and Tony himself hasn't been firing. So what I think has been the problem with Brentford this season so far.
but it depends on how the coach wants to create this time. What if he wants to create from out wide instead of centrally? I don't know. So maybe his mindset is okay, I'm going to try something different than what I had with Ericsson. Maybe I don't have the right person yet to replace him. So let me try with these guys and create a different way. So could be in his thinking.
Fair. But as I mentioned, game ended 1-1, and I think it was a fair result based on the balance of play. No, so Fulham taking on Brighton. I think Kem's predicted this one. Kem said that Fulham would have won by 2 goals to 1. And here once again was Mitrovic on the score sheet. For some reason or the other, he seems to really have improved because from we knowing this guy, whenever he was in the league, he always been a misfit. But this time around, he has what now? 5 goals. Yeah, I think it's 5 goals he has in the league so far. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's five, and that's good going for him per se. Because normal, as I said, normal get chances, don't normally take them, but this time around he has been doing that. And what is surprising about this Fulham team, it's not like what we had expected. Normally, it's a team that normally lay down flat and team just wallop them, but this time around, you have seen fight, grit, and determination, and it's surprising why Marcus Silva don't normally play like that either. I think you remember him, Ryan, when he was at Watford and even at Everton. And normally his teams were easy to open, but this time around you can see that they have a nice structure in place. And yeah, they were 2-1 victors over Brighton, and it was a good victory for them. What do you think about it?
Yeah, it was a good victory because I mean I never saw them. I never had them to win that game. And it seems as if Fulham. I mean, it's only 5 games in. So early days yet or anything like that. But I always have Fulham as a team that Fulham for me is like a Norwich. You're not going to see two of them in the Premier League at the same time because them always go and come. Them always like relay and over the band to each other. So, but this time I don't know. Maybe Fulham once are doing everything to stay up. They have improved very well. They have gotten a better goalkeeper in Leno. Um, and they have gotten some better players than the last time when they came up and bought the bag of players who never really fit. And I don't know, maybe they really figured it out this time. Maybe Marcos Silva has figured it out this time because he was one of those young coaches from the whole City days who was highly rated. Then he went to Everton and had that big flop. So maybe these guys have figured it out this time. I don't know. So let us just wait and see. But for now, it looks as if they are onto something.
All right. And what better way to be joined by the man himself now? Statsman, all gone.
Um,
All right, Statsman seems to be a little bit distracted, so let's continue for now until Statsman gets back. But the next game we're going to look at now, Ryan, is your team because boy, I don't know where to start because Southampton, right? It was earlier today that I pointed out the players that they have signed, and Ralph Hasenhuttl has realized that young is the way to go. This is what he did at Leipzig, and now he realized that what he has been trying all along at Southampton hasn't been working. He has also brought in a different coaching staff, and I think it's the man that was the head of. I don't remember if it was the academy at City that is now in place at Southampton.
You realize when I read City Academy too.
Yeah, I realized that there's an influx of former City players coming into the team. One that scored for them against you, Roma Lavia, is one from
Mm,
City. Um, they're getting Sam Edozie. Gavin Bazunu is also from City.
yeah.
And then you have another youngster that is going there. So you realize that there's a whole lot of influx of youngsters from City coming across over to Southampton. And they did play well against you guys, but the man of the moment, man, and I think the man that you're not joined by Demo as well will agree with me. When I look at this fella, I saw him in the Bundesliga first, and from the moment I saw him, I said that this youth is big. I'm talking about Armel Bella Ketchup. He was impressive, just like he was against United, and he was once again very impressive. But you guys took the lead, Ryan, through Sterling, and I don't know what has gone wrong with you guys this season because it's only one man in your attack that has scored or assisted in the goals this season, and it's Sterling. So, what I think is a miss with your side.
I don't know. I really don't know. I just think um I've heard Chelsea fans been saying this before. From about 6 months in Tuchel's reign, that Tuchel has basically stagnated the attack, and it seems to be true. I don't know what happened. I can't explain it. I think I don't know if there's a missing link between attack and midfield and attack. But and Chelsea seems like they like to create from wide, and then when they do create, they miss a bag of chances. Um, Maybe we need a real number nine, a real focal point, just like how City got a focal point, and it seems to be working out for them. But for Chelsea, I can't really put my finger on it. I've said to you guys that I would, for that game yesterday, I would never have bet for Chelsea to win because I just don't trust them. So I'm not exactly sure yet. I think I need more time to watch Chelsea play to try and figure out what is going wrong. But since the end of last season, the back end of last season, you can see that there was a fall off in terms of the attacking output and so forth. But with the new players coming in, I really want to see if there will be a difference with Tuchel because I think he had enough time right now to transition the team. So if him can't transition them by about 12, 13 to 15 games, then maybe we just have to call time on it because he has gotten in some better players now and there needs to be a transition. You
But
can't attack the same way and it not working.
question though, do you think that it's time for him to drop Mount and Kai Havertz?
If you're going to drop them, who are you going to drop them for? And for how long?
Just try other people.
He's been trying other people.
If you constantly
He's
use
been
them,
trying
right?
other people. He tried Outnador, he tried Pulisic. Everybody get a good run, but there hasn't been any major improvement. You might improve for 2 games and then they're back down to what they used to be. I don't know if it's because everybody's the same age group and you have growing pains with young players. I really don't exactly know. But you realize Sterling is the experienced player and he has turned up. So maybe it could be that these players are young and they have to go through certain hit and miss periods and so forth. But I really don't. I'm not exactly sure, is it?
All right. And for the cricket fans, CPL has started. Jamaica Tala was playing against St. Kitts Nevis and the Patriots. The Tala was made 183 for 2 after 20. And currently, the Patriots are 49 for 3 after 8.3 overs. Very good going by the Talawas, and I said I have them to win it all this year. But I think as a Jana in the comment section makes a few comments. And big up to all the commenters, man. Don't feel like I left a note. There's Jana saying that Tuchel out, he's clueless and confused and lack tactics. Fabi Friend was saying that you guys need to get CR7. He wants Champions League, so why not? But in regards to this,
why not? I can answer why not. Nobody else not going to score in a goal.
One don't take him still and would gladly listen him over there, no joke.
Nobody else not going to score in a goal if we do that. You just going. You see, we're having a problem right now with our attacking flow, and I think he'll just kill it. Everything would have to go through him, and that can't work right now. Not with Ronaldo is on his way down. You can't build a team around Ronaldo.
Yeah. Demo.
Yes, sir.
When you look at the Southampton side, good night as well, boss.
Good night, boss. Good night, everybody.
You look at Southampton. What do you think of them?
Yeah, so again, good night, everyone. I just want to say 2 things. Southampton, a very young core. I want to admire their fight and they went 1-0 down and it could have easy for them just lack fight and determination. And the Southampton team of the past, sometimes them concede a goal and them just start concede a lot. But for a young team, like they just showed a lot of grit and determination and they came back into the game quite well with a brilliant goal. And all throughout the game, James Ward-Prowse was whipping in some brilliant free kick corners as he always does. And what led to that though, the Aspley-Quetta clearance. But I don't understand. The man had a clear pass to the goalkeeper. Could have just give Mendy kick it out long. But he decided to kick the ball under no pressure to kick it out for a corner kick. That corner kick led to the goal eventually from Lavia. So I thought that they pushed and man, hear an echo. And yeah, they deserve the win. I don't know. I mean, Ryan is saying he's been trying players. I don't think Broha has been given a decent opportunity. I think that they should try him. I think that they should play Gallagher higher up the pitch. It's a jump. Bones are the champ. Anyway, we'll get there, I guess. And I think you can try other thing, but what was missing, and it is so telling when Reece James doesn't play in that team, boy, they look awful. Aspilicueta playing, he absolutely gave no support going forward, and you can tell Reece James was missing big, big, big in that game. Every time Aspilicueta got the ball on the right hand side, for putting across, the quality was not the same. It was miles off, and and for me, the crossing thing for Chelsea, I don't know who they're crossing the ball to because nobody now score. Sterling sometimes he gets in the box. He's not a tall player. Him not go win a header over nobody in this. So Havertz, if him do get the ball, him a go kick it way wide. Right? Me not understand. But I think you should give Broha a chance. But Southampton fully deserve the win. And what I wanted to say, from time to time, guys, may I go and take a little sip at this? I'm know so and have a little thing where I go on a Jamaica, a little brand. Please make me drink my ensure in peace. Like sometimes I go take a sip, but in the comment section and the slap this boss. This is my dinner for bed. All right? Thanks.
Right, easy there. But Jason, over to you now, man, because Chelsea are engaged in some negotiations with Barca. First, the $15 million bid has been turned down, but they're renegotiating to get Abba over to Chelsea and all of that. And you look at them yesterday, and as Dima rightly put it, they were flat. No, you look at the fullbacks that Chelsea has let go over the years. Livermento is currently out injured at Southampton. Why is it that they never keep these youths so they could have backups? And at the point in time, Barca offered like, I think it was 20 million for Aspilicueta. Why never just take the 20 and just run with it?
It beats me in reality. The thing with Chelsea though is that when it comes to them and youngsters, well, under Roman's ownership, there was really no patience for youngsters to really come through. It was always about getting results now. Managers were always under pressure to get results now, so they're going to do whatever it takes to literally get results for the short term. The only time that you really saw an influx of youngsters is when they had the transfer ban and Lampard was in charge when they had no choice. But otherwise, Chelsea do produce wonderful talents, but it's just a case of I don't know. They just don't have a good enough path to the first team, and that's just the reality of the situation. As it relates to Chelsea right now, I've always said it that Chelsea need a focal point. They lack a number 9. They're spending all of this money on the defense, and that's fine because Silva getting older. They lost Christiansen, they lost Rudiger, etc. So that's fine. But Chelsea under Tuchel they're just not scoring enough goals, and they built their foundation on a team that is sturdy defensively, that is difficult to beat. So when that goes through the window, what else does Chelsea do to ensure that they maximize on the 3 points? They're running out of answers now. Kai Havertz is not producing. Mason Mount is not producing. Sterling has started a bit well of late, I should say, but I mean, there's just no ruthlessness about Chelsea's play right now, and that will be to Tuchel's downfall. So it would be nice for them to get in Aubameyang. I'm not sure Aubameyang can make a difference. I'm not sure how much of a difference he will actually make to Chelsea's setup in the long term, and how close that actually puts them in that battle for the top 4, especially being as you would say, challenging for the title. But it's just a regression to the mean right now, and Chelsea going through a rough period. But as Ryan said, you give Tuchel a bit of time to sort out himself. But it's modern football, so they're not going to get much longer than what was suggested. So all I can say is Chelsea is in trouble, but he'll be given the time to fix it for now.
The other thing I'd say in regards to that is that if Roman was still at Chelsea, Tuchel gone long time. Long, long, long time. And
Yeah,
but
but what do you want to ask Jason do? I know it was say they need a number 9 and all of that. So Jason, was it then a Tuchel problem and not a Lukaku problem? Because they got Lukaku when he was in hot form. He came here and then all of a sudden nothing now go on. So I not understand. They had the number 9 that they were craving for. It never worked out.
Yeah, but Demo, you have to also remember that I mentioned that the attacking play has stagnated in terms of I can't put my finger on it though, but there has been some stagnation in the attack because even when we had Lukaku, um, he was not really a part of the build-up play. He was just maybe another player there. So, and then they were not crossing for him. He was not
That is what
being
I was
used
going to
that much.
mention. If you look at it, they basically singled him out and just it's like the man wasn't on the field. They never normally passed to him or anything of that sort much. So it leaves it to
But there
question
was
who
not
is
a
it that's
play
really need a
built.
number nine?
There was not a built play, a system designed for Lukaku. Just like how Conte built a system around him at Inter, there was not one to utilize his strengths at Chelsea.
All
He
right.
I
was
mean,
basically just another guy on the field.
Lukaku thrived also in a two-man forward line as well at Inter, and he was probably given. I guess Ryan can confirm if that was the case. He was given certain assurances that that is a system that would have he would have found himself in at Chelsea, but it just didn't materialize. But one thing what I also want to point out for Chelsea fans is that this has literally been coming from last season, and one spot of danger is that Tuchel right now stretching to last season, probably over a 15 game span or so, has a worse percentage than Oli when he got fired from United.
Yeah, yeah, but also you have to remember too, continuing on Jason's point, when you look back on last season, Chelsea were a mile ahead of Arsenal and Tottenham, and in the end gave both teams a shot at top four. At one point, both teams could have clipped Chelsea to top four. That's how bad Chelsea got to the end
You
part of
think
last
maybe
season.
you think maybe the external problems affected that?
It could have been
I
at
think
that
these things.
point.
Remember, these off the field things will affect the on the field things.
Right. Yeah. Some people might downplay that, but that are absolute truth. I feel things will sometimes affect what's going on the field, but we see is like we see a continuation of it coming into the new season.
Yeah.
No, like me hear Demo say, like for me personally, me hear Demo say, he might try this and I try that. For me personally, like me not like when we in 5 games into a season and a coach a try something. For me, you should have had an idea of what is needed and what you're going to do for the first 5 games of a Premier League
All
season
right,
from
sure. I'm
the
stop right
summer.
this.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It's not working.
All right,
So
sure. I'm
that's
stopping.
I'm.
It's not true because all right. Take Ten Hag for instance. First
Mhm.
2 games against Brighton and the other team will beat it. You remember? But yeah, well Brentford, yeah, came out and even in training preseason, he basically ridiculed and exalted DDG and said, "Stop kick out the long ball, play the ball short." Now you play the first 2 games of the season, you realize that the man cannot do it. Like he's awful at it. And the man reverted to say, "You know what? Do I do the best? Kick out the ball." So
Revert
again,
the
what
type.
Demo said made sense. If you see that it's not working, change it. Simple.
Yeah, but would I give coaches like Ten Hag an edge with that? Would I give him a pass with that because Ten Hag just coming in the summer? We're talking about Tuchel with the a Chelsea 1.5 season now, right? Is me correct, Zane?
Mhm.
So me can't agree with that part of it.
So
Tuchel we
wait.
know
So
what
let me let me get this straight. You can't agree for a coach try something when the something we might try first now work.
no. Me cannot agree with a coach coming into a season look and his team looking like they're basically not ready for the season. And that's how Chelsea look right now. They look like they're not ready for the season for a club that should be challenging for the title this season because of minus what happened to the back end of last season, right? For me, Chelsea should have been at least up there now. I mean, it's not far fetched now, It's still within reach, right? But there is no. But you can basically look at a team and tell that a team is not gelling together, and that's what we're seeing from Chelsea. And
All right,
like,
sure. There's one thing to summarize all of this. As Javi King said it best. Tuchel overrated, don't improve attackers, the best at this season. Simple as that. This man don't improve attackers, boss. And he's a
yeah,
German and we can tell that straight up that he doesn't.
and then and the thing to Lever, I hear people are say if
Quickly before we get to the next one.
yeah, if I did the Abramovich, him would have gone long time.
Yeah.
This a man I go follow in his footsteps of Abramovich. Trust me.
That ball soon sack him, yes.
Yeah, man, him a go follow straight in his footsteps of Abramovich. He just have fire left, right, and just give time. Give little time, man. Cause he don't have no football sense, That's the first thing, Chelsea owner don't have no football sense. Zin, this man just go. This man run with the girl where did that manage them players so well, know who for get in, know who for take out,
Yeah.
right? And him just take you up on himself. Some man don't have no football sense.
Don't worry yourself, man. It's so sacking.
But Levan, there's something in the comment section. I remember who said, but if it was Graham Potter, like the same thing would have happened. Boss, if Graham Potter have that Chelsea team, they would not be playing like this. I can tell you that right now.
True.
The same problem in my hand as long as these, but no, boss.
No.
Graham Potter now go look like that.
Me see that man improve Danny Welbeck, and from him can improve that man.
Exactly.
All right,
That's
same.
true.
But quick thing before we move on to the next game. Demo, the same man that had a beating and just take Fletcher wicket.
Yeah, me see, bro. Nicholas Garden is garbage.
Oh, actually, it's now 68 for 5. He has gone doing Bravo out as well.
A lie.
Yeah. Say 68 for 5. Continue to allow us. Let's get this.
Easy win, Peter hours, man. Easy win. Pickings.
Next game that we're going to look at is Leeds against Everton. Game ended 1-1. Victoria's Secret, as I mentioned, was in the offing this midweek. Luis Sinisterra, remember the email to look out for this guy. Plays similar to Luis Diaz, Wasi and all of that. And he was on the score sheet. He has started twice now for Leeds and he has gotten on the score sheet. But sadly, don't like seeing this thing, man. But Rodrigo went down injured and he's going to be out for a while. I think he's a shoulder injury. Yeah. So he's going to be out for a while. But Anthony Gordon, it's like from the man get linked to Chelsea, man decided to say, yo, I start score some goal. And back-to-back games he has scored and he's saving Frank Lampard's ASS right now. So Jason, I want you to take this one on because also Everton has finalized a deal with Manchester United for James Garner to go there. They're also still in the process of trying to get Mohamed Kudus from Ajax. So I think about the performance and also the James Garner transfer.
Right, Saturday.
So Leeds and Everton. Well, I initially predicted a draw. The whole Garner thing is just annoying to me. it really is annoying. What it shows is that it doesn't. What it's going to show to me is that it doesn't give potential loanees the confirmation or the confidence to say that, all right, even if I go out and do well, there's no guarantee that I'm going to make United's first team. He was arguably one of the better midfielders in the championship last year. At 20 years old, he produced a lot of good performances against high-end PL teams in the cups as well. So it's particularly annoying that I don't even think the transfer itself annoys me as much as the fee, because there's no way you should be getting 9 million for this James Garner. I mean, the add-ons take it up to 15, but the add-ons are no guarantee. And then there's no buyback clause. It's just a sell-on. So, I mean, overall, me personally is annoyed with the transfer. But the other way how I looked at it is that based on, I know he was injured in pre-season, but I just have this thinking that Ten Hag particularly was just not fond of him. That's just my view.
Boss, this isn't a Man U section. Leeds versus Everton. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So I'm just the boss asking about Ghana, so I respond about Ghana. I am aggrieved about it because Lovan know how I feel about Jimmy.
Yeah, but hear it
As
now
one
your
of our
voice.
academy team. So, but I mean, um, I think a Tyrese had Anthony Gordon in his FPL team, and the minute him take it out, take him out, Anthony starts score. I mean, the last show that I came on, I said, boy, that's his scoring rate. He just had like one goal
Yes, I'm gonna
in
stop you for a
almost
second.
20 games.
So Tyrese they kind of high as well because Tyrese take out Anthony Gordon and put in Anthony Elanga.
I still don't understand how you do
Keep the
that.
faith,
I
keep the
don't do
faith,
that,
sir.
but
Keep the faith,
he was
Tyrese.
having me no know. I don't know. He would have to explain one away what was his justification for doing that. But I
Wait.
mean,
Manchester, you mean Manchester City, Tyrese?
yeah.
So don't check out that the man put in Ilanga who play off the right and him have Bernardo Silva in there? No?
Brother, and that's
No,
a
no.
fantasy word, brother. Stop you play ball right
No, me
and
just
then
a
pick
ask,
it.
me just a ask, me just a ask.
It doesn't matter. I don't know what his team is like. I'd have to go back through it, but I don't even
He,
know
he,
about
make Tyrese tell you who is in his team and he would have to confirm. You and him
position
can talk half
fantasy
here.
doesn't matter. But
Position
continue.
don't matter bones. Me can see who wouldn't get no points in a FPL, you know.
No, man, me get 12 points a week time, man. But you know, me I try build my team. Me are the coach who come in I see and have a clue. Me a
Focus,
two
gents.
tell.
Focus. We'll get there. Focus. But Leeds Everton, all right.
Bo-
Jason,
bo-
you
bo-
finished?
Bones are mad. I mean, overall, I think um, it's a good point for both teams. I know Lampard will probably be annoyed that he didn't get the win, but Everton just need to have more of those performances and improve on it if they want to have a chance of surviving. I know they're doing some late deals. In addition to Garner, there was another person, probably Levant can refresh. There was somebody else, I don't remember. But
Idrissa
hopefully,
Gueye.
no man, somebody else as well. I would have to go look after it. But these hopefully they propel Lampard and Everton in the table. That is what Lampard would want, essentially speaking.
All right. Yes, let's move on to the next game because I have Champions League to talk about. So I really just want to get through these few games. So the next one that I'm going to look at is Bournemouth Wolves. And man, I wish I just follow my mind sometime. It's like me see from far out that this game a draw written all over it. Why? Man just get sacked. A team just concede 9. Then now go come back and concede so much. So they're going to park the bus and that's exactly what they did. And Wolves, they should have won that game. And thankfully, they have finally signed a striker. So they have signed Sasha Kalajdzic from Stuttgart. Um, Second tallest player in the league right now. Reminds me of Peter Crouch, but just a better version. But yeah, they have signed him, and I think he'll be good for them. Reason being, that was a team that has a lot of good passes and crosses of the ball, so he'll actually fit in well. So yeah, nil Algira, not a fair result because I mean Wolves, as I said, they outclassed that team, man. But boy, Bruno Lage right now, boss, in all look good for you because no wins yet. Come on, man. And played against not basically, played against the worst team in the league and couldn't get that W. That looking good. So, anything from you guys before we get to the next one?
No, like, I don't know what got happened to Jimenez. Like, he got like 3 chances he should have scored. Pedro Neto, Jesus Christ, like, pulled in right at the end for hit the ball in the goal. He cleared off the line. Yeah, Wolves definitely deserve to win. Bournemouth happy for the point. They didn't get life.
All right. The next game we're going to look at is one that we predicted on this show that it would have been a cricket score, just that it wasn't a 6, just ended up being 5. And just like Tyrese did and removed Anthony Gordon out of his team. The moment Sherwin went ahead and removed Cancelo out of his team, here comes Cancelo with a masterclass, scored and played very well. So, yeah, that's just the nature of fantasy. But Man City, 5, and it's not all about Cancelo. Right now, it's all about one man, Erling, ice cold Haaland.
Ball.
This man is just a cheat code. And I said it before, man. Once he remains fit, 30 goals in this league is like chum change. Chum
True.
change to him because that's what 9 in 5. Man, it's just crazy and back to back a trick is crazy. And the only thing that I see with this guy is just him getting better and better in this team because 5 games in and he has played what 6 times or 7 times with them. Just imagine what he'll be like when he fits into their system. Whenever he does that, man, it will be crazy. And this guy has had what 101 touches that has resulted in 9 goals. So just put that into sequence and see. And it's better than the strike rate of one Sergio Kun Aguero. So this guy is just crazy, man. I'm big out to my player. Tell him the guys, tell me about Sterling used to chip in here and there and blah blah blah. My turn said, look out for Julian Alvarez. This guy is crazy as well. He's a crazy talent. And here he was today, scored twice. I mean, the first one that he scored, Alan was probably looking for another tap in, but the man said, no, my time to score, man. We need to get out of the mark as well. And there was what it goes to show you the dominance of City and the team that they have. They didn't start with KDB leading what 5-0, and then they bring on KDB. That's just crazy, man. Leading 3-0, bring on Mahrez. Like this team is just crazy, man.
But
And
more want go first. I really want to go first.
sure,
Because I remember Bones saying that this team had no depth. You hear what Levan just tell you?
It
Kevin De
doesn't.
Bruyne coming off the
It
bench.
doesn't. They don't.
They don't have the depth. So you still double
I
down
say,
on what you say.
listen, when me say they don't have no depth, me not talk Premier League, man, them dominate Premier League already, totally dominating. I don't think they have the depth to go on to win a Champions League, which is what they are hoping.
Yo.
but
First of all, we weren't
Sure,
discussing the
Sure.
Champions
Hold
League,
on.
boss.
You know
Just
that for Champions League.
my opinion, just like how you say Haaland no good.
Okay, but your opinion is wrong.
Yeah, your opinion wrong too.
Me tell
So
us me
who have the
no
depth?
rate
Who have the
Haaland.
depth?
That's
Give me an
different.
example of a team that has the depth to win the Champions League. One example.
Yes, please.
I have to think about it first. I'm going for the team, the man.
I must Arsenal.
Bayern,
I
sorry,
must
Bayern
Arsenal.
don't have that depth. Bayern don't have that depth to win. No, they
Bayern
don't.
have it. Well, am
No,
I
they don't.
Sure. Hold on. Let me ask the
No,
question.
they don't.
After Bayern first 11, who do they have?
Me no know.
That's crazy,
I'll
man.
get back to you.
Bro, Bayern is made up of a lot of youngsters right now. When you look at after the first 11, you have man like Gravenberch, youngster. Matthias Tell, youngster. It's basically, I mean, yeah, you might say they have a deep squad here in terms of how they are coming through, but all of them hasn't gel as yet because they have a lot of new signings. When you look at City and all of that, but you have to factor in the show.
They have a lot of players out injured, so you're going to look at them bench today. Oh, they don't have depth. Well, when you look at them injury list, they have good players out injured.
I want to put a
Including
question.
Calvin Phillips.
You see Champions League, boss, they don't necessarily need depth to win that competition, boss. It's all comes down to luck. The luck of the draw, and it's a knockout competition, so anything can happen. It doesn't matter about
Me disagree.
And a depth City need for the Champions League. They don't have no pedigree. That's it, and they
Me
won't have it.
disagree.
But anyway, listen, I still don't believe Haaland is doing anything magical in terms of game play, and like the man just there at the right place at the right time. And sure,
What happened?
that is
That's what a striker does.
Jesus Christ. Let me finish
Yes,
now. Let me finish, please.
That's what a striker does.
Boss, let me finish now. And sure, that is what you need to do as a striker. Zin, you need to be at the right place. But boss, I want to watch the man play. And like excited, like the man just did it. One tap in with him right foot, one tap in with him left foot, and one little tap in for the 6-yard box with him head.
So
Like,
just finish the chances.
For me personally, I can't get excited over them someday. I don't rate him. Like it is what it is.
No,
but what
but-
I did say on this panel is that Erling Haaland is in line to break Mohamed Salah record this season. I don't care about bet about 40 goals a season, but Mohamed Salah's goal thing there in the Premier League is in danger. Because the way how Manchester City plays football, and he might score a whole heap of goals. Nottingham Forest, you can tell. Like all of us predicted over 5 goals in another game. Yeah. I think Kems did say 7, me did say 5, and so on and so forth. Because Nottingham Forest are going to come and they're going to look for try play. They were not in the game at all. I can't remember a shot that they had. Like Man City, they're just so dominant, especially at home. And sure, they got they got attacked in a couple of the games before that, Newcastle and Palace and whatever, and people I said them look kind of shaky. But bro, the man them are a dominant football team, and with Alvarez and De Bruyne and all of these guys, like Bernardo Silva running the strings, even though he was linked with a move away and all of these things, they're unstoppable at the moment. So yeah, they're just dominance.
All right, you know what? So the other night I said that he'll score 30 in the league. Right now I'm about to change that. If this guy remains fit right throughout the entirety of this season, Erling Haaland is scoring 40 Premier League goals.
No, yeah,
Keep
overdo
it
it.
30.
Me
Keep
not
it
ask
30.
you. Oh,
Keep it at 30, yeah,
no,
overdo it.
Sherwin, stop. Remember while
Yeah.
I get to the demo say it's your opinion, it's my opinion. Don't tell me nothing.
Yeah, overdo it.
My opinion. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, if Haaland touches the ball 10 times in a City game, I guarantee a hat-trick. Because what happened, Haaland is making up. You see the chances that City were missing last season without a number 9, Haaland is there to take those chances. All of the ball and will come across the box, and nobody not dead if you tap them in, Haaland will be there to tap those in.
Say that again, Demo here, please. Say that again, Demo here.
That's a for
No, but
brother.
Demo
Me
basically
just
said
no
the same
rate
thing.
the man. Me no rate the
Demo said
man.
the same thing, Sherwin. Demo
Somebody
just
in
said
the
a different
comments.
way.
Somebody in the comment section asked me if Darwin Núñez is exciting. No, he's not. He's a next bomb. He's a Andy Carroll. Like, me no rate them type of footballer there. Why not kill me
Haaland-
about my opinion? Me no rate the man them.
Haaland at BVB was more involved in the link-up play than Haaland at City. So City
Exactly.
Needed to.
Better quality.
Needed to. Because Dartmouth doesn't have the midfield. This time around, the man that need to do the work.
The man that need to do your work, true.
As
Yeah, I
Pep said,
realize that
Pep said it perfectly.
since Foden start pass the ball to him, I pay hat-trick him a score.
Long time Foden if you leg of the ball, man.
Yeah, man. So like Pep say, yo, but Bridget, leg of the ball or you go up and or you go hold the bench.
But that's
If
what
you know leg of
that's what
something, you
he
go
did.
hold something.
No, remember
Huh?
that's what Pep did. Remember the other
I
day
know
when
he took him off in the first half. So Pep basically said, if you know leg of the ball, you go hold the bench. Yeah, so and him start pass the ball and you see the difference in it, because I think maybe because they never have a number 9 last season, just in their minds, okay, we're gonna try this and that and whatever. But no, they have the number 9 and they're just making the pass 2 minutes 6-yard box and he's there. So he will get a lot of goals once he's fit, and if the league don't figure out how to stop him, because many of them have high level meeting to try counter him.
Oh.
Yeah, so the type of striker that Haaland is and the type of way that City plays, Haaland is guaranteed goals.
Ryan, let me ask you a question. What will stop him? How them going to stop him? You see, man is a bulldozer, brother.
I don't know, I don't know. But Little Beanie Martinez didn't stop him at Ajax, man.
Well,
Bournemouth stop him too.
Bournemouth never really stop him, man. The man just decides to never pass the ball as well and just put his foot, never pass the ball to him.
No, but there can be ways. I mean, teams will figure out different strategies.
Yeah,
so
man,
it's not impossible. I don't say they're going to stop him to the level where he end up score 20, but they will find a way to restrict him. It will happen. It can happen. I won't say it can't happen.
Listen, me know somebody just have to take one red card. I just see that.
But you know what, Ryan? They're going to try to stop him, and guess what? Phil Foden and KDB will be just licking their lips because it's just going to open spaces for those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Foden kind of not so prolific in front of goal.
No worry yourself, man.
Brother.
He's maturing.
Brother. Varian or Martinez just have to go.
But I mean, interesting days ahead. We will see what the rest of the players do the rest of the teams do over the course of the season when they catch City. So interesting days ahead. Remains to be seen. But I disagree that City don't have the depth. I think what they have is too much injuries. Just like how Liverpool have a lot of injuries. But if the players are back fit and you look at the bench, it's a different story than if you look at the bench now. So, and then you know that City also bringing in through a couple of young players, the Cole Palmers of the world and so forth. So they have a couple of players that they want to bring through from the academy.
They signed one youth to them, right?
Huh?
They signed one youth to them, man.
Who they signed?
Yeah, man, City signed one youth to them.
Defender, Akanji.
Yeah,
Akanji.
Me
Oh,
no
was
know.
that yesterday?
Me know they signed somebody.
Akanji,
Boss,
defender.
that
Oh,
brother is horrible. Man, I don't know
Yeah,
what
but he
him
not
do.
gonna play. Back up that man.
back
Yeah,
up
man,
in the
Akanji is a decent defender. Very good. Well, me like Akanji as a defender.
Me I like him. I
I
think
think
he's
him
like,
better. I think he might look a bit better than Aki.
really.
Dano?
Aki.
Aki
No,
and Sam.
bro. No, bro.
No, I like Akanji. The first
But-
one ever liking Dorman's side was Zagado.
Zagadou
Yo,
in general, man. Leave
The two
Zagadou
of them
alone.
are beavers and button, brother. The two of them can't defend.
True. But Jason, quickly before we move on, anything you want to say about the man himself?
I don't think we even understand. School not even started, Haaland have 9 goals already, like I don't think could understand the depths of what the man is achieving right now. Breaking records already. In 5 games, Aguero had 8, he's now on 9. Coaches can decide how they want how to stop him, but Haaland is just too much of a physical specimen. The minute you focus on him, as Levan pointed out, it leaves space to somebody else. So I don't know how on a whole you actually stop City. City just have to go have one half game this season. As it relates to the Champions League, Haaland can make the difference. But for some reason, I still don't see City winning the Champions League this year. Again, that's just my opinion. And as it relates to the depth, of course, it's madness born starking. But of course, you need to ask him if Arsenal have the depth for both Premier League and Europa League. But of course, that's a whole different situation. So that's just it for me.
All right, let's move on to the next game, man. Since I was went there, that's where I'm going. It's Arsenal 2-1 over Aston Villa. Gabriel Jesus, well, the Gabriel scores. So Gabriel Jesus and Gabriel Martin, they were on the score sheet for them. And Villa pulled back one to Douglas Luiz. So another Brazilian. All 3 Brazilians scored in that game. Douglas Luiz directly from a corner. Ramsey was claiming a foul, but it wasn't a foul. And I mean, finally, Tomoyasu is getting some game time, and he did what Ben White has been afraid to do all season long: go forward. So yeah, I think the Arsenal man is happy, still unbeaten, and 100% record. So
Who
ahead,
you said went forward?
Go again.
Who said went forward?
Tomoyasu.
Oh, so Tomiyasu is not one who go forward that much.
No, Ben White.
Ben White is the one that doesn't go forward.
No, I know that, but then last season, Tomiyasu was the more defensive fullback.
Based on what was required of him.
Yeah. He more forward thinking. He's still more forward thinking than Ben White. So
Yeah, naturally, I'm gonna be more forward thinking than Ben White. Naturally.
yeah.
But Ben White played
Ahead, man,
today.
you left on top, you know.
Huh?
Ben White played today.
Ask me questions, we answer everything you wanna ask me. If he play today, yes.
Yeah.
Ben White played today, man. I think he come up in the 64th minute.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. You know, we probably a conserve him. We probably a conserve him for Sunday, you know. But we will see how that part go. Anything else? Stats, man. Anything else?
No, we don't have anything else. Just talk about the game.
Can't serve him for Sunday, no. Ben White have good memories of Rashford, but go on with some bones.
Yeah, I think the 2 goalkeepers gave away the game today. I think Martinez looked like him come at Arsenal and forget who for team he did a play for. He was absolutely poor. Ramsdale, the first thing as a goalkeeper you learn is that when you have an in-swinging corner, you start on your goal line. I don't know what Ramsdale was doing off his goal line from an in-swinging corner. And then trying to backpedal into his goal to try and tip the ball over. Poor goalkeeping positioning, and it wasn't a foul, and that was totally his fault, because the first thing you learn as a goalkeeper, in swinging corner, start on your goal line.
Well, and they're sharing. Well, you know that the corner going to be in swinging before it takes.
Come on, Ryan.
Ryan, the easiest thing that a right foot at the corner.
No, but not all of them are not because all of that mean all of them going to be in swinging.
It is going to Ryan.
Not necessary all the time.
Oh, all right, give me a situation.
Them can drive it straight, man.
Yeah, you have different ways with that corner.
All right.
So it doesn't guarantee.
90% of the times, If a right
No,
footer is over
I
on
don't
the
even know if it's
no, man,
90%.
Ryan have a point because them can lay it off on the top of the 18. Them can do a whole heap
yeah,
of
otherwise no,
Still, you
but
need
otherwise
to
I'm not
start on
Ryan.
your goal
Not
line. You
Ryan.
need, still need to
Dima,
start
why
on
trying
your
to be that
goal
cross
line.
team?
eh?
Generally when they're taking corners like that and nobody's in close proximity over there, it's always in swingers.
Yeah, always in swinger. If right footer from the right hand side of your goal post is an in swinger. Start on your goal line. It no matter what. You start on your goal line and you work from there. So the only concern me have about the game is me think me don't know what happened to Saka, but Saka no look good none at all since the start of the season. My boy will always support him no matter what. Just I have a little downtime, but we are gonna build him back up really fast. Love the fireworks at the end of the game outside the Emirates. All what chat say we can't celebrate. No, we show them in a fashions this evening how we celebrate. No fireworks outside the stadium. And it feels good to be an Arsenal fan right now. You get what me I say? 'Cause, the struggles of last season and the struggles of no. Understand this, you have to
Enjoy
understand
us.
why Arsenal fans happy right now, Zine, for the last 10 or 12 seasons, are pure strugglements at the start of a season, and it feels good to win 5 back-to-back game in which what you come from. You basically three out of those games you were tied at some point in the second half and you come back to win them. So there's merit to what Arsenal is doing right now. Put the games forward. Sunday's a whole different story. You come again, you see what you have to offer. You go at Old Trafford, say it's a tough venue to go and play. Then we have to see what happens after that. But right now, we enjoy every single minute of it to the very last second. All if it continue until May 13 next year when we go watch Arsenal versus Brighton at the Emirates Stadium next season in England. And we get picture, don't worry about it.
Congratulations.
Right? You want jersey too, no problem. Anything. If we continue to that point,
You can't tell when people are used to things here, boy.
me enjoy every single minute of it right now.
Go
And
wrong. Enjoy it while you can.
Exactly.
You never know when it's going. Enjoy the show.
Enjoy it.
Exactly. So, it feels good. And we as I said, my concern is, but I have to point out one person. Since probably to the back end of last season, I don't know if you don't realize how improved Xhaka has become. No, Xhaka.
Stone, granite.
Yeah, granted. It's surprising how improved he has been. The taking away of that responsibility of him making those tackles in the infield to him thinking more forward, man. It has really changes in the game.
I didn't think Xhaka was as bad as people were making him out to be. I think he was a
Have them rush
scapegoat.
moments.
I mean, obviously, him having rush moments, but as a footballer, I never think him as bad
I
as
agree.
people make him out.
That's true.
And what key thing about him is that if you look at how he plays, that man was never a holding midfielder, has never been and will never be. He's always a box-to-box midfielder, and you realize when he goes away and plays for Switzerland,
That
he actually looks good.
say, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
But to the cricket followers, man, Patriots are now 103 for 6, and just so demon know, Newcastle
have to say it, boss.
I have to run it in the woods, man. Again?
How many overs?
All right, so Patriots need 81 of 30 deliveries.
But I know why I live on a pipe, boss. Mr. Nicholas Puran carry over him and take 4 wicket, brother. What wrong with you?
Ease yourself, man. Newcastle
What
Garden.
Puran do? How much wicket them gone?
Go again?
Newcastle Garden take 3 for 20.
Oh, I get what Dimo said. Oh, okay. All right.
Let's move on to the next game. So next one is West Ham against Tottenham, and that ended 1-1. Was it a own goal? Yeah, it was an own goal, and boy, Kier hasn't had a good start to life at West Ham. He gave away a penalty on debut, and here was it a own goal today, but they fought hard, and I mean, it's something I realized with Tottenham, and something that has realized with Conte over a long period of time. They just don't know how to dominate a game. They don't. It seems like they're always hanging on to their lives, and here it was once again that West Ham started pressuring them. I realized that from the moment they started doing that, pressure paid off, Soucek finally scored a goal. I mean, it was probably 1 year plus since he last scored in the Premier League for them. And I mean, we're talking about a guy that normally scores consistently. And
Yep.
Jurgen Klopp, here's a big signing. You can come and sign this fella since as a need that man can make late runs in the box and score headers. So here's Thomas Soucek. Just come and sign him. So yeah, 1-1 draw. West Ham still searching. Well, they got the first one the other day, so they're now on 4 points and they're trying to climb up the ladder. So good going, and I hopefully can see them back in the top 8 soon. Anything from you guys before I move on to the next one?
West Ham, they'll find a way. They'll get up there. I never saw them as any candidate for relegation. I mean, players, they started slow. Rice getting beaten. Now, as I pointed out, last game he came back into his own. They have gotten Paqueta, so that should improve them. I think Skamaka will do some things. I think they'll be thereabout. Bowen
Sad
will
that
find
he has
what
gone
they
down
need.
injured though. Hopefully
Huh?
it's nothing serious. I'm saying hopefully it's not a serious
Yeah.
injury. Skamaka.
Yeah, man.
Antonio was good today, boy.
Yeah, link up
He
play was
really
good.
Yeah.
Okay, and hold on there. And where was I again? Yeah, I think they'll figure it out. But Tilo Kehrer though, I mean, I know he's one of the first names on your boy team sheet for Germany 11. So I'm kind of need to find it because he's loved by that coach for some reason. I don't know why. Even when he never played for PSG, he was a fixture in the
Now
German
go
team.
play now though.
We shall see him like him. You know, coaches have them players with them like.
Yeah, but watch you know. The thing is that where you normally play Kira, he's now playing Offman over there. And then you have
Yeah,
Benjamin.
boy,
You
you
have
know,
Benjamin
Kira can also play in a back three.
Yeah, but if we're going to go back 3, he's not going to play Kira either. Based on who him have. But
Well,
continue.
he's been doing it. So me only can work out for him that's before. So I mean, yeah, so he kind of need to get it together. It's not a ball I'm used to rate. I never saw what was so good about him, but hey, to each his own. But yeah, Tottenham, you're right, Levan. Tottenham, they don't know how to finish a game. They know how to be reactive. It's like it don't matter who the opponent is. It's like they want to be the underdog. So they want to wait and then counter for some reason when they can easily take advantage of the game and put away a side. It's like, City will just come, lead 2-0 and say, okay, this is not over, and then win the game 4 or 5. Tottenham is not that type of side. So I think they need to improve on that. But with the coach that they have, I don't think that much will change where that is concerned. But I think in terms of result and performance, Tottenham will be better, but they won't play better.
Very true.
Final game. In regards to this, I mean, one more game remain in the week. It's United against Leicester tomorrow at King Power. But Liverpool got a 2-1 victory over Newcastle. Newcastle took the lead through Alexander Isak. Good goal. First start in the Premier League, and there he was scoring. Liverpool mounted a comeback, and they did score 2 goals of their own. And I mean, Bobby Firmino once again on the score sheet. People up in arms about referee this and that and devil knows what. And I dislike Liverpool, like literally. But I'm just going to be fair.
Yes.
Newcastle got what they deserve. And I hope that more referees take us back to this.
Thank you very much.
It's something that I hate to see
the same thing.
You know why? You get added time. And when they get added time, then they say, oh, them are going to lay down on the floor like goalkeepers. Goalkeepers love it. That's how me hate say. And then sometimes you have players kick the ball outside and a man just go down for no reason at all. That was exactly what Newcastle did today. I don't know why, because in the case of they had to, but decided they're going to do it. And the referee decided that I'm going to be the man in the middle, and he was the man in the middle. Gave Liverpool the other time. Is that the man just literally stop and watch and say, all right, we can go and waste time. Remember, it's a minimum of 5. That's what people don't realize. It's minimum of 5. So a referee can play even 15 minutes if he want. He said minimum of 5. So I think it was the fair thing, and Newcastle got what they deserve.
I saw something that a lot of referees wouldn't have done. You see, when it went to injury time, normally Nick Pope would have gotten a yellow card for what he did. When he got the ball, lie down, start to roll, and the ref just said, all right, go on do your thing, MG. Go on do your thing.
Yep.
And normally a ref would go and give a yellow card for time wasting. That ref just, all right, no man, do your thing, MG. Go on.
Yeah,
and
man,
just
what
add
is
on
that?
back
What
the
is that
time.
about the time, man? No worry
Yeah,
yourself.
man. Lovely. I love that he did that.
Yeah, but remember, there's one rule for the goalkeeper too. You know, the goalkeeper have 5 seconds with the football in their hand. You know,
That
enough
rule
people
not so
can,
enforced, you know.
in a enforce, but we enough people
And Pope had the
forget.
ball for a lot longer. Pope had the ball for like 15
Yeah, but
seconds.
Sherwin, that is what
Oh, yeah.
Sherwin not getting in a Sherwin, as
Mm.
Ryan just rightly put it. Normally, that's a yellow card, but this time referee said, "No, man, go and do your thing, man. We just give it back to Liverpool the
Oh,
time."
yeah, past 5 seconds a yellow card
But
easily.
Actually, 6 seconds still, but in enforce.
Yeah,
but
in
yeah,
the
it was,
enforce.
and I'm sure that this particular man knows how long I've been talking about this youth. From the very moment this man has come onto the scene, I talked about him over and over. And let's just give a big shout out to Fabio Carvalho. I mean, eventually he chose Portugal over England, but big talent, scored last game, and here he was once again coming up trumps clutch for Liverpool. And big up to Fabio Carvalho. So, Dimo, just go ahead, man. Floor is
Dima, can
off.
I ask you a question before you go ahead?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Go ahead.
Out of Carvalho or Harvey, which is a better baller?
Um, Harvey Elliott slightly, just because he might do it
More
at a higher
experience.
level. At a
I
higher
think I
level.
think I think I would say slightly too. Yeah.
Yeah, because I see him do it at a higher level for Liverpool last season. And, Carvalho. I mean, him there playing a championship and he was playing really well. And he played really well against Manchester City in the cup games too. When Fulham play against Man City. But
Actually, he
Mega,
scored against City.
yeah, I think he scored. Yeah, he scored. He scored too. Yeah, but he played really well as well. But Mega give it to Elliott slightly.
Yeah.
Him
Agreed.
have the
Agreed.
more. Yeah. All right. So first of all, the starting lineup. I think we went with the same team pretty much. Um, Nobody could have doubt that. I mean, Curtis Jones just came back and Joel Matip came back. He was on the bench. So I'm not going to say nothing to clap both. Whatever, you use the same team. That's fine. We completely dominated that game, and as usual, we dominate the game and get hit on the counter. Like me, stop going to games now thinking that's a way we're gonna keep a clean sheet. Every time I come on here, Liverpool will concede a goal. I gotta always say it until Messi will look a little bit more solid. We're gonna always concede a goal. I came on here and said we're going to win. I think I said 3-1 or 2-1. I don't remember what, because I thought we caught life. We caught life with no St. Max, no Bruno, no Callum Wilson. Like we literally play against Fraser and Joe Linton and the man and Almiron, and Isaac. I thought Isaac wasn't going to make it in time, but he did. And so said, so done. He came, he broke away, and he scored a really good goal. I mean, I thought Henderson could have do a little bit better. Him give it the ball, him could have just cleared the ball. I don't know what he was trying to do. And Isaac scored. But at no point in time I thought we were going to lose the game. I thought that, we were so dominant, but we're just not taking our chances. Diaz, for all his hard work and industry and creative skills, that chance to him go around the keeper and the goal wide open. I know them are gonna say the angle tight and whatever, but you have to score that boss. Goal empty, you just knock it in at the goal. Fine, he missed. But like I tell you, Bobby is the system. And he didn't really start the game off well or whatever, but he grew into the game. It was we also had a excellent build up play, one of the goals with Harvey Elliott, and everybody had take some one touch and stuff. But Salah, I mean, me not really rate them assists there, but he wasn't in the game as well, because one strength of play is like we play a new system now where Salah and Diaz, they're so wide on the touchline. Trent and Roberts not even overlap like that anymore. And it wasn't until James Milner came on, we started Salah going where inside like when we used to play last season. And I thought that was a major change. I thought it was very brave of Klopp to take off Trent and Robertson for for bring on me. Like when the man did that, me say, boss, if we lose the game, I drop points. Me and you tonight on Sports Frenzy. I thought it was a very brave move. Um,
Paid off.
it worked. Milner come on, play right back, and it gave us a lot more oomph going forward. Like you say, you know already talked about the extra time and the time wasting and stuff. But Carvalho, boy, we really need that. Them give Salah assist for that. The ball bounce off him back and on Carvalho and him smash it into the roof. Like, what more can we ask for? The only thing were better than the result was Matip's celebration at the end. We're not going to see it, but when they get a chance, it
I
was
saw it, man.
hilarious, boss. The man there, they mock the team and they on the ground and act like him injured and, and everything. And I taught them. So Liverpool goes marching on. Back-to-back wins for the first time this season. And one thing about Carvalho, you see every time he come off the bench, like him just have a little spot. I think the first shot him did have in a one game we will lose at Anfield. Him volleyed to and it just missed the goal. And then after that he just grew from strength to strength. So I'm going to see if Klopp is not we'll lose Jordan Henderson now with a hamstring injury after the game. So that's another one down. I'm going to see who is going to come in that midfield, because if the man bring James Milner back into that midfield to start against Everton, I know it risky to start the two young guys, Elliott and Carvalho with Fabinho, but boss, me no want to see Milner. Sorry. But anyway,
will sign.
good win, and I see that we're linked with David Luiz. Remember David Luiz,
Douglas.
that's a throw-in boy, Douglas Luiz, and I hope we can get in somebody by.
I don't want to be linked with David Luiz, trust me.
Yeah, so good win for Liverpool, and we move. Like, and the last thing I gotta say, boss, this league must be really poor, because Liverpool have been absolute garbage for the start of the season, and we move Ghana fifth. Like, me not understand how that happened. Like, how we reach a fifth?
No, man, it's not garbage in the team. As I pointed out the other day, if you look at the smaller teams, they have improved a lot. A lot of these small teams have really improved, and it's like before, where normally no say it's just merely 6 to 7 teams that has the spending power. It's like every team in the league right now has that. So it's like it's leveling out the playing field right now.
Yeah, boss. Well, I'm shocked when I see
but at the end of the day, the teams have to finish when they have to finish, when they have to finish.
Yeah. No matter what, no, some of them will finish. But I'm just saying that.
We're not about Chelsea, but yeah.
But one thing before I move on to UCL, because we really have to talk about that. The Leeds game, I'm going right back there. Yes, if me and Jesse Marsh, they go guarantee a bench for the next couple of games. There's no way that man should have made the ball past him and go through to Anthony Gordon. Is that the man just basically, I'd say, like he froze like Sub-Zero and just let the ball run past him?
It's funny you come back to that, because in the initial stage me that I mentioned and it just slipped me, like how you make that ball pass you as a central defender, right? Like for me, it looked like him did more focus on the run than actually keeping his eye on the football. You get what I said? Because it was an easy, simple clearance if he was keeping
the ball easy.
Yeah, easy clearance. So he was more focused on Gordon and his run than focus on the actual position of the football, and that's poor defending, if you ask me.
And that's not go back right too, because Sherwin, one of your former player, this man has turned into a very good midfielder, you know.
Yeah. Naki man, Rasta man.
Yeah, man, Alex Iwobi.
Yeah. Him
he has turned into what?
He's a midfielder now.
So he mean turn into a very good midfielder.
In terms of hold on.
Play better than when you
in terms of Everton standard, he has been playing well.
Effective, man.
He's no longer woeful.
Yeah, it wasn't hard to improve from what he was at Arsenal, boss. You just need a little
improve on that, man.
And enough money we get at 35 mil, we get fame, you know.
I tell you, I'll be a brother going man. The same thing we see on the way Joe Willock, you know, brother.
Yes, Joe Willock is same thing.
Yeah, but guess what?
But
guess what though, Sherwin? Even the rip off Newcastle and Everton. Lead rip off on the career, legal take away $89 million from one of the Pepe, and then soon send him going back on loan.
Yeah, I went there now. Nice coach, man. The man lazy like a woman. Now we see why Arteta never start him.
You know what? I mean, we talk about rip off. We have some 30 a day we look and give Sherwin.
It's fine.
Then now go back to someone different approach. But let's move on. UCL draw took place the other day, and let me just go ahead and just bring it up on the screen. Why is this taking so long? All right, so yeah, here it is. So Group A, We have Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli, and Rangers. This is a competitive group. Dimo, what do you think about this?
Competitive? No, not really. The two teams who come out are gonna come out.
And
Liverpool
there,
obviously come. Liverpool and Napoli. Ajax losing all the best players, them losing coach. I don't expect them to be challenging in that group.
All right. I want you guys to tell me which two you have coming out as well. So,
I have the
Sherwin.
same two. Oh, sorry, go
Okay.
ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, man. Just go ahead, Ryan.
No, I have the same two that Dima have, but I think it will be still be competitive, and I also agree that Ajax is going down. But I still think it's a competitive group, but I have Liverpool, Napoli. Napoli has improved in terms of their player recruitment.
Yeah. Sherwin.
Boy,
You look like you struggle to see it.
no, me not struggle for see it, me I see it, but me I try to
Nobody
make
try
a
and make up
decision.
something. Nobody
No,
try
me
and
I
make
try
up.
to make a decision between Napoli and Ajax. Me I go with Ajax, Liverpool to come out.
Why? They just lost Anthony.
No matter who they lose, Ajax is always a team who tends to know how to build a team actually and make a team play.
Boss, Sherwin, one thing
Not
I said this time
necessary,
around,
not
Sherwin.
necessary.
Something
The
wrong with
season
it.
when they went to the semis, almost went to the final. The following season, they go Europa.
Mm.
But
Well,
Exactly.
Sherwin, this
And
is what
who
I'll say
was
to you, Sherwin.
go
You see, this
go?
time around,
mm,
it's like an factor, you know. Listen, let me just run through it. They have lost Onana, Tagliafico, Lissandro Martinez, Mazroi, Gravenberch, Sebastian Aller,
Anthony.
Anthony. That's
Ten
seven.
Hag.
I'm talking about starters, and that is seven.
Ten Hag.
And most importantly, their coach.
mhm.
So that's seven
And
starters.
Chelsea bid for the Mexican
They're
team.
not gonna let go Alvarez, man.
We shall see.
Me I tell you that, Ryan. You see, if then is a stubborn with Anthony, you think Alvarez them gonna let go.
Well,
So,
make Bowen say we must still. I'm
no,
opinion like it.
me still a whole Ajax to go through. It's a feeling, you know. That feeling.
I think I agree with Ryan and Dimo though. I have Liverpool and Napoli going through. Napoli recruitment this season has been very good.
And don't be surprised
Brilliant.
if Liverpool like we just don't beat Napoli, bro. I don't know
Yeah.
what at the one time when Salah walk when name Koulibaly, that's the only time we beat them. We did have to win at Anfield and Salah walk him, make him drop and score. That's the only time I remember beating.
All right. Group B, as in Porto, Atletico, Bayer Leverkusen, and Club Bruges. Showing which two you have going through.
Tricky one again, Atletico Porto.
All right, Ryan.
Same two. And the same order.
Same order, yeah.
Demo.
Yeah, Soup Up Stoke City, Porto. Yeah.
You know, that's surprising. You know, some have Leverkusen finish ahead of one of them though. Feel like us not there go over there go create havoc, you know. So
Bro,
right
Porto
now,
always do well in a group stage.
Leverkusen may bring out of this group, yeah, man. I'm not sure maybe Leverkusen and Porto. Atletico finish third.
What?
Brother, you're so wrong with that you tell.
Seriously, I'm not joke.
Boss, if that happen,
So
yeah,
how you make it look like say me one make out of outrageous predictions, so
I gimmicks that bones.
a happy gimmicks.
I'm serious. Atletico not making it out of the group. Yeah. Next
Okay.
group, Bayern, Barca, Inter, Victoria Pilsen. I hear people saying that this
These
is a
are the
group
two.
of death.
Of course it is.
You have Lewandowski going back to Bayern. Interesting. You have Inter. They're about. For me, I'm just going to go first. The two that are at the top of the group, those are the two that will make it through.
Why?
Inter not going through. Demo.
It tough. I'm going to go. I'm going to go Bayern Barca. I'm be able to squeeze it. May squeeze Barcelona over Inter.
All right, Ryan.
I want to see Barcelona in Europa League again. So I'm going Bayern Inter.
Sherwin.
Why they want that tough to fat. Right. Now, mother just go crazy and pick the team that we done a batter me, man. We took that.
It tough, man.
It tough, man. In the same order as
I,
is. Yeah, as
I,
is.
I expect them to whop up Prison. Prison will be the whipping boys of this
Yeah,
group. So.
yeah,
Yeah,
obviously.
man, easily.
All right, in the next group, it's Eintracht Frankfurt, Tottenham, Sporting, and Marseille.
But this a group of death too.
Right now, I have a bone to pick, because you're a little idiot baller, brother. I feel like punch him up right now because that man that cost me some money since there.
Who?
Your bug baller Alexis Sanchez get that 87-minute penalty and dash away.
Is that true?
The keeper save it.
After your last baller before mine, you know.
Nah, man, you're bug
That's
baller, man.
true. That's true.
You're bug baller.
Okay.
But we look at this group now, Ryan, and good. No, you know what? Let me not start with you. Sherwin, look at this group.
It is a group of death. It is a competitive group.
Competitive group, yeah.
Yeah, very competitive group. It's hard to pick two if we go through from this. And me no like Tottenham. And me no see how you can't ask somebody, ask the viewers then.
All right, me pick. Tottenham and Arsenal B. Marseille.
You're right. Nuno Tavares, Matteo Guendouzi, Alexis Sanchez.
Arsenal B that, brother.
You're right. Ryan.
I have this. The only reason Tottenham might not go through is because of who the coach is. And
I was just about to say, that's
he
the
has
reason that
no
happened.
UCL credentials. And if Tottenham does go through, they're not passing round of 16. But who is the coach now for Marseille, by the way?
I don't remember my name. Let me check it out today, sir.
Yeah, but anyway, Conte aside, I'm going Tottenham and Marseille as well.
Me make up my mind now.
So the coach is Igor Tudor. He was coaching in
Turkey,
Syria last season.
Syria.
Hold on. I know which club was he at?
Oh, Tudor.
Yeah.
All right, give me a second. Let me tell you quick. I think it was Hellas Verona. I stand corrected, but let me just go back and check.
What national? Is he Turkish or something? I don't remember. Croatian. Oh.
Yeah, I'm correct. Yeah, it was at Verona.
Okay.
But he has been playing well because I think they're what? I think they're top of not top of, but I think they're second.
I think they were third but I think today they were third when I checked the table.
Let me tell you, yeah, they're still in third. They're 13 points. Still unbeaten.
May I go with Frankfurt or Marseille to go through in that order?
Right now, I feel like say, feel like go with Marseille and probably Sporting too. You know.
Sporting. I think Sporting.
I'm just kidding.
Yo.
I think Marseille and Tottenham will make it through, but Tottenham is going to get knocked out in round of 16.
You know what me I think about? What me I think about, is a matchup them, is a home matchup them, right? Like Tottenham going to Frankfurt, Tottenham going to France. That me I think about, and them are going struggling at them the two country there, for me.
Oh yeah, no.
Them are going struggle. They don't have the guts. They don't have the grits. That's Tottenham, bro.
Man, I hate on the side. Go easy, man. Well, let's move on. In Group E, this is Ryan's group.
Easy group.
Chelsea, Salzburg, and Dynamo Zagreb. I don't think we need to go any further. I think the group will finish with those two at the top.
Yeah.
What say you?
AC Milan and Salzburg.
Man, I love the way Chelsea look right now. You're probably right.
No, man, it's not caught in a brother. Not caught, they're going to do good.
No, man, I'm Chelsea and AC for me still.
All right, Demo.
You know that this is one of this is a low key. You like have three Chelsea players at AC? Tomori, Giroud, Arthur.
Tomori.
So there's a homecoming as well that people not talk about. It is not as high key as the Lewandowski one, but still.
Well, I have the two top teams same order for the group.
Yeah, me too. AC Milan, Chelsea, if we go through.
All
In
right,
that,
and I think go ahead.
yeah, man, in that order, man.
Okay, and I think AC Milan signed dude named Sergio Dest earlier on today as backup right
Yeah.
now
Yeah, true. Yeah, Paul one, right?
with obligation to buy.
Okay.
I don't know why people rate that youth, you know.
He no
Dest,
good.
You don't?
This,
he looks good when he's playing for USA.
but see the man for Barcelona, brother. Anyway, move on.
But let's move on. Next group was Real Madrid, Leipzig, Shakhtar, and Celtic.
Competitive group again between the bottom three.
Yeah.
Why it seemed to me like Shakhtar always have Real Madrid? Or me as
No,
me?
they have them last. No, them beat them. They're the training ground last year.
Them and Sheriff.
Them beat them, man. They always have them.
Well, I have Real Madrid and with Timo Werner back at Leipzig scoring goals for fun again. I'm going to go with Leipzig and Real Madrid.
All right, Ryan.
Madrid and Leipzig. Just it's very competitive between the other three, but I'm going Leipzig.
Yeah, very, very competitive. Me agree. Madrid, Leipzig, but it go competitive between the bottom three.
I don't think Shakhtar really have much to offer this time around because they have lost a whole lot of their players.
Again.
That's what has happened down there. The league started back in and they lost the first match of the season. They won the second 1-0. Have really look good. Just the same thing with Kiev as well. So both of them has lost a lot of players.
How Celtic look?
Good, like very good. But weekend, just like how Liverpool drop a 9. My name said Liverpool and you alone can do it. We can do it too. So them drop a 9 as well. I was watching it earlier today against Ross County and like the man them literally change them starting 11 like entirely. It's still the man them beat up aside 4-1. I was like, yo, this goes to show you the depth of the squad that they have, and they're going to win that Scottish League again. But
no matter how good them look, now carry them through.
I was going to say that though, that you see, just like we talk about Conte in Europe, Celtic is just the same. No pedigree in Europe, bro. Whenever it comes down to Europe, these Scottish teams don't do anything.
Yeah,
up until last season, where Rangers actually went to the finals.
Didn't Celtic beat Barcelona 1 year and like it's a national holiday?
Yeah.
Wasn't at the time that Van Dijk was playing for them?
No, I don't think Van Dijk did it. I think they have Samaras and them Monday.
When I think it was Gardner in the goal at the time.
If me not wrong, I think Celtic did come off with 4 points out off of Barcelona the year there.
I'll have to check about that, but I don't
they did beat them though, man. And Gordon was in the goal at the time, the Scotland keeper.
Messi did that play.
I will not talk about the water down Barcelona team.
No, big Barcelona team. Messi did that play, and I think Neymar did that play too.
Everybody. Who was somebody play.
But Group G, Man City, Sevilla, Dortmund, Copenhagen, homecoming for one Erling Haaland. What do you guys think? Which two to go through?
I am going City and Dortmund. Sevilla this season, they don't look impressive. They don't look. I think they have lost a step or two.
Yes, I agree.
This is very tough. Sevilla is a cup team too, you know, man. Is a European.
Yeah, but they love the Europa Cup, so they might go there.
Wow, that man concede a lot of goals. I'm going. Who will come first? Because that kind of automatic. So City.
Just second place, man.
Mega squeeze that, man. Like barely a squeeze that, man.
Sherwin.
In the order that it is in.
Okay. I think I have Dortmund finish ahead of Sevilla. Sevilla don't look good to me, and they lose Luis Ocampos today. He's gone to Ajax. They brought in Yanasai as replacement, but
where I'm going?
Ajax.
Ajax?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Munir El Adadi has also left Sevilla, has gone to, I think it's Alaves or Getafe, one of those two sides. So yeah. Final group,
Yeah, we don't need
we
for
have
the
PSG, Juve, Benfica, and Maccabi Haifa from Cyprus.
yeah.
You know, this look very straightforward. 1 and 2. However, Benfica don't write them off
Yeah, I'm
because
writing them off.
Juventus, they're a little bit better so far than last season, but not so much convincing either. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna go Juventus. PSG
Mm.
first, Juventus second.
PSG Juventus.
All right, sure. And what's your picks?
Well, if Mbappe start pass ball to Neymar, Messi, PSG, Juventus. If not, Juventus, PSG.
All right, so but what I want you guys to know is that we're going to predict the winners because you know that Champions League actually start the 6th of next month. That's the first round of fixtures. So
That next week.
yeah. So
Mm.
what you want you guys to do? Who's going to win this season's Champions League?
So quick,
Ready?
man.
Of course.
The brother had a easy.
Yeah, set we up, big man.
All right, Man City.
Oh, well,
Brother,
Just a
every
show something
season
out
City
there.
a favorite.
Yeah, good. So maybe just start with them to like everybody else. Favorite.
I'm going for PSG to break the drought. With a team though them have, only Bayern Munich can probably match them, and I think
Bro.
they'll get over the line.
Bro, talking about that. You don't realize the midfielder the man them have now
Mm-hmm.
Verratti, Vitinha,
Mm-hmm.
Renato
Them side
Sanchez,
elite, bro.
Fabian Ruiz, Carlos Soler.
Mm-hmm.
If
Bro.
them not get it done this year, then it's not going to happen again.
And
They
you
have
know,
a
and the most impressive thing about PSG this season is that a coach now mess around in a ramp and sub people this season, and that was needed at PSG.
Christophe Galtier.
I
So
think
Yeah,
Messi will see them over the line this year.
Mm.
well, I disagree still. PSG and Man City now in Champions League.
We are gonna get one next pick after this,
Then
like in
to the allergic
December.
thing. Yeah, man. After we see the group stage.
I don't need the next pick though. That's my pick for the whole time.
Well, me don't know who to choose right now. Yeah, man.
Right now, Arsenal might choose to win it, yeah, man.
Bayern to win it.
Arsenal to win it.
Sadio Mane.
Yeah, man. Sadio, mine. Bala, he score again today.
Yeah, in a bug game. But anyways,
Bala.
just point out that Talawas has won the game.
Expected.
Next side ended up on 136-8. Good win for the Talawas. That's how we should start off the season. But hopefully it won't be like previous season because they normally win the first game and then after that it's just pure L.
Yeah, true. But they have a little momentum going for them, man. Them
Yeah,
probably
they're good in the 60s.
Yeah.
Thing
Yeah.
so let us see them perform.
Yeah.
But, lots of football still to look forward to. And I think there's going to be a track and field show tomorrow because there's a big Diamond League meet on Friday. But in regards to football, we'll be back here on Friday to discuss it all again with you guys. One thing I'll say, tomorrow, Man United, they better make sure win. That is it. All I want is a win, and that will make my week and going into my weekend perfect until I
You
walk.
better win in the Man U, you're not sure about Sunday.
You're not sure what's on there. Remember saying on the midfield right now, you know.
Boy, sure, brother.
Yeah,
Boy,
no,
sure.
me have 24 hours, man. At 24 hours, a Friday, each transfer window, lot, right?
Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow the first?
Yep.
Wow, me have 24 hours.
Yeah, man. Just spend a little money on Tilly, man. Instead of chase
No,
new trick.
you don't have 24 hours. You have 12
Less than
hours.
24.
12 hours. All right, no
Yeah,
worries.
about that.
Would he have a 150? Would he have a 150 put on still? So no worry, no self. Might see some big surprises.
For this one. But final minutes from you guys before we close it off. Start with you, Dimo.
Yeah, well basically I'm just hoping that we get somebody in terms of a midfield option. Like I don't know what is happening. Like Jurgen Klopp saying in an interview say some witch must pass through. Like Henderson just play and man come get a hamstring injury. But and like I don't know what really happened. Like everybody is just chopping like flies. and the links with Douglas Luiz, and I think somebody from Gladbach named Coney or something like that. I don't know who that is.
Bro, what you say? You're chasing that guy?
I saw some links with William name a skirt run with the Douglas.
Absolute monster.
I don't know him, but
his name is Kadu Kone.
Yes.
That man literally locked on Bayern on Saturday.
Yes, so my thing is, I just want to get in somebody, if more so for quantity than quality, because we just need somebody for be reliable, to get us through the season, and that's we can put up a good challenge for the league. So, Arsenal are going to keep we spot warm, so them can go under that for now. So we'll look for try getting somebody. Douglas Luiz, if it is you, continue scoring goals right from the corner kick, boss, and welcome to LFC.
Brother, it's going to be Scott McTominay. I already told you. Either Scott McTominay or Thomas Suchek. Don't worry yourself.
And by the way, the last thing, Steven Gerrard, boss, like, yo, me see the man today, I want to cry. Honestly, I want to cry. Me hate to see my legend look like that. The best footballer in the world just look like, I don't know, some puppy a pound. Like,
They play good today, though. They play good.
Yeah, then play second half was really good.
First half, they were clueless.
Yeah,
that Villa. Arsenal that killed them first half.
O'Bailey stayed.
Look.
Average.
Okay. That's okay.
Average.
Because the Villa fans, them ball for him starting up.
Yeah, man, he average.
Okay.
He average.
He got a one chance in the second half, and I think it was on his right foot, and he blazed it off. Well, keeper saved it. So yeah, okay.
Him, I don't think he beat TNA whole game. Not once.
Sherwin, your minute.
Well, everybody know me in the same position right with Demo in there. So me need a midfielder. Well, me now want a better position. That's right. Me sit on top of the table. Was 7 points in front of you. So that's fine. Anyways,
me afraid can get it.
No, that's fine. The youth from, forgive me with my pronunciation, you will know better. Palaramas are where you want name Palaramas? Yes, you know about the link that they
one young footballer, but not pay that fee, brother. He released class at 83 million.
He released class at 83 million, but we are saying we get Lego fee probably 35, 30, 40.
Brother, but you know what?
Brazilian league?
Brazilian league. A good baller?
Yeah. How cost so much?
Yeah, release class is 83 million, right? And guess what Arsenal do? Arsenal gonna be 22 million for them.
22.
Say, yo, what I do?
No, man, I tell you tomorrow a different thing, man. We have 150, but you know, say if we spend 80 per him.
No, I mean, 22 million in Brazil league, a whole heap of money, you know?
Just like $100 million in Eredivisie is a whole heap of money.
That's true. But you know, if push come to shove at the end of the day, we can push through a deal for him. We get it. If not, then for me, Tillsman have to be priority number one.
No, bro.
When we wake up tomorrow.
You're priority wrong.
Fred. Why? No, man, it's fine. Fred, who he want a ban you now, Casemiro. So in good. Good.
Brother, that's after the 30.
Yeah. Sherwin, how does Georgina sound?
No, him
Georgina on a 4-year contract.
Yo, him perfect to stay which party in the are go on. Not even Brighton. Brighton too big for him right now. Maybe one Bournemouth or one of them team there. Probably better. No. Yeah, but we definitely, as me said, same like Demo, we definitely need to get in at least 2 midfielders tomorrow. I don't care about nothing else. Get in 2 midfielders tomorrow, and we should be okay for the season. Yeah, we continue to live the dream, you know. It's a fairy tale we can live, and until then, as me say, let me make it absolutely clear, I am not the Arsenal fans on Facebook who keep on believing that Arsenal is going to win the league. Let me make it absolute. Me see one dog depend some cup. And me tell them already, 2 of them cup they get keep with under the dog foot there. Because Arsenal not winning the league. So on the get on the head straight. Arsenal is not
dog face. You want to say the dog face? The dog hang on for dear life.
dear life. Yeah, we're not winning.
Arsenal is the champions, boss.
No, man, we're not winning the league. 2 of them cup there get kicked with under the dog the foot. So that's it, you know. So continue to live the dream, Arsenal fans, but think wisely. We're now in the league.
Ryan, you're a minute. Billy give more to Brighton apparently.
Yeah,
First offer rejected.
Better team to go than Norwich. Norwich was a wasted year. Where is the Welsh guy? Amstein at Chelsea? Ampadu? Amstein, but he's not gonna get no much game, so I don't know.
Oh,
But
and
anyway,
guess what? You guys also released Ross Barkley. I forgot to mention that.
Oh yeah, that was very good.
But here what though? We release Ross Barkley, right? And yet still have Baba Rahman on the books. How that makes sense?
We still do what?
Have Abdul Baba Rahman.
That I left back.
Yeah.
Wait, Bakayoko na still up on them books.
No.
No, I think he's sold now. I think he's sold.
AC Milan.
Bakayoko is not on their books, man.
Bakayoko still up on them books.
And the AC Milan in the Levan. So see a third player there, Ryan. Remember you just search one third player?
Oh yeah, you know, say yeah. Man still up on them books.
I know he's still on their books. And I ask, you know.
I was trying to remember it, but I'm not trying to remember say if AC Milan activate
I thought he was sold.
But he's the AC Milan, right?
Anyway, Russ need to go. Baba need to go. Bakayoko need to go. Who else? Kennedy. Them man need to come up for the books, brother.
All right, so the thing about Bakayoko now, so it was on the 31st of August last year. We returned to Milan on a 2-year loan until 2023 with the option to buy. So it's not a guarantee that AC is still not buying because AC not even play him as a matter of fact. AC has signed a youth from Wolfsburg named Franks. Remember that right now is only Tonali and Benazir that has been starting in that midfield. So kind of look dark in a Ryan, and then I get rid of that man.
Why you Chaka Chelsea?
How much years left on it?
Yes, I don't remember.
Huh?
I don't remember, you know.
I mean, that guy came to Chelsea like 2016. How much years did you sign him for?
2017, 5-year contract.
Okay, so 2017. So
how much years did you sign him?
About 10.
Wow, bro. But honestly, no, Ryan, would I take Ross Barkley right now? I'm really desperate, brother. I think Klopp can win wonders with Ross Barkley.
Free as a bird. I don't know if the Everton thing going. I don't know if the Everton link going to prevent you or prevent him. I think he's going to less prevent him because he more than likely need employment. So
you think he might find in the next couple hours? You think he might find a team in the next couple hours?
No, him don't need the next couple hours because he's not
True. Him not tight. Right.
He never contract.
Yeah.
The man can get recruited at any point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully though we can. I don't know. I don't know what we need right now, but I think we need a backup. I think we need a backup for Reece James because yesterday wasn't there and they can't see the void.
Yes,
So
I need one.
that is the backup we need.
Me have one can sell it.
Me too. You make your decision.
Me have one Bissaka. Yes, about that.
Me have Hector Bird.
Who?
Me have one Bissaka and Sherwin have Cedric Suarez and Hector Bellerin can sell it. And if you want a backup striker, you can sell it. Name that too, you know. Nketiah.
Yeah, man, you can get Nketiah, man, unknown. What you say?
You want to take this thing for joke. You know me rate Nketiah already. None at all.
But quick before we forget it, your boy start good over France too in a Sherwin Balogun. He has 3 goals and 1 assist.
Oh, for real?
So comes me knows, me see Nunes over. Nunes. What boy name again, man? We just left Ghana Marseille to man.
Sanchez?
Left back.
Oh, Nuno Tavares.
Tavares. That man over there, I tear up the league.
No joke.
No,
Like
seriously,
literally a rip up over France, man. Down that left hand side and can't maintain it.
they can't hold him man over there.
But is he defending good now?
No, brother, man, not defend over France, brother. Man, just attack over France.
So
Well, that's
straight
what I'm about, man.
No, but the thing around, you have Eric Bailly around there for defend now when him gone forward.
yeah.
Wait, to not get rid of the
Yeah, man, Bailly gone over there on loan with obligation to buy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just Phil Jones, and I can't get rid of.
Hey,
Man, Phil Jones have a permanent spot at United.
Phil Jones is a permanent. Yes.
Man, when every summer when window and open, Phil Jones injured.
Always.
You know when Corrigan upon white clothes, you can't get you out.
Yeah, blame Kim's coach. Kim's coach give him a new contract. 5-year contract. I was like, yo, what? But big up to all of you gentlemen. It was great being here with you all, man. Jason was here earlier. Big up Sherwin, big up yourself, Ryan, big up Debo. And again, people, stop crying about that Liverpool thing. It was rightly deserved, and teams just learn to stop wasting time. Stop it. So, right call made by the referee, and that was very good on his part.
Oh Lord, somebody asked me for FPL tips. Guys, let me just make this announcement. As of today, because of what happened to me personally, I will not be giving any more FPL tips. I think the perfect guy to ask, he's not on the panel tonight, but Kems is flying in the FPL, guys. So, I go pass over the button to him. You see me, I can't do it no more. Like, the things where reach me, it's just ridiculous. Me put out Cancelo. I'm going to tell you to say that happen, you know, put him out, and then what happened? Him have a good game. I put in Rodrigo, him broke him shoulder. KBD, I'm a vice captain, Pep put him on the bench. Like, I don't know what to do. I mean, Salah get 2 buck-up assists today, and him I'm a captain. I get a good 20 points from him, so that good. But, geez, man. So, you have to ask Kems deal. I need my resignation as of today, sorry.
And for the people that are wondering, he's correct. Kems is absolutely flying. He's now in second position, and he's only being led by one person. So Shanila is no longer the leader of the competition. And
In that third, right?
And guess what? Surprisingly, we have had 52 entrants.
Right.
That's a whole
massive.
And guess what? Don't take no FPL tips from Bones, because the more entrants you get, and Bones just go right down.
But nobody never asked you for no FPL tips, boss. Why am thinking me for say that? Nobody there asked you.
Is that too Kelly na the thing you look pan in, brother?
Yeah, so after this, I'm gonna try to figure out something for the weekend for myself, but I have to link with Kems first, so I'm not asking.
Oh man, make sure you're right, man. Not tomorrow. I mean, Friday, I'm going to bring up the FPL team, son, because the fixtures are not completed yet, so and everybody points get out because some people have United players in them team tomorrow. So.
Let's see a variant for score one double tomorrow.
Oh boy. Well, as I mentioned, big up to you, gentlemen. Big up, Josh, the producer, and big up to all you, the commenters. Keep on liking, keep on sharing, keep on subscribing, keep on doing the good stuff. And remember again, Tala was to win CPL 2022. That is gonna happen.
What?
I'm speaking it into being. It's gonna happen.
Stop it.
Yeah. Until we see again, which will be tomorrow, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night.